Hello and welcome back to some CK2 Quantum Leap. I am That, and last time we left off, our liege had just declared war on King Francis. I feel like this is a type of Francis of Dehubath. So I'm gonna try and figure out what that is. Yeah, I'm not gonna succeed. It's apparent. Cornish revolt though, always fun. So. Hmm. I see why this has happened. So it's an unattached conquest, and I explained why that's the thing, and that is a mod that I'm using, and it's a mod that I like, particularly when I usually play big steppe or Islamic empires, and so there's a lot of border gore prone to happen in those areas, and it really does help. As for my personal ambition as this character, I want to take back the de jure land that I should have. So I want Westmoreland. But because the king of Deheubarth decided to be a prick, well, actually, I'm just going to let the king, the big one. Once this war is done, we're going to start taking our land. And I know that he's a relative of ours, and it's going to be a bit awkward when I come and take all of his land. But do I have a non-aggression pact with him? I don't, which is always fun. And the council is discontent and appoint commander. I don't want to be a commander because I'm specifically being a prick. Always fun. I wish the king would bribe me for a favor. I mean, if he paid me like 300 gold, I'd be way more into it. My daughter is mnemonic. Oh my god! It's just when it rains, it pours. Apparently, Tamar Ben Aharon, my daughter is feeling much better. Perhaps he's deserving some praise. Oh yeah, I'm gonna praise the shit out of him. Good job, good job. He didn't cut anyone's dick off, which is a massive improvement on the prick that the king has working for him. Oh yeah, in case you didn't remember, I am a eunuch, which is, from a game perspective, actually rather helpful because we run a Gavelkind inheritance system, and now I can't fall victim to Gavelkind. Of course, it's not going to matter because I'm going to leap off into the quantum randomness. And I realized that quantum mechanics doesn't exactly work like that, but it's just a name that I saw another player use. I think it's Cool18 use, and so I borrowed it. Enough with your nagging, you can come along. He finds a bear. Yeah, let's find a bear. I never really understand the mechanics of this story. Is this a way for me to kill someone, or is it because I just seem to be able to choose the outcome with no real risk to myself? Which it just doesn't strike me as very CK2. I need to go hunting right now because I'm brave as fuck. Like, I don't understand. Is there a negative consequence? And if there is, what is it? I don't, you know, maybe it's just a way for me to get a person I don't like mauled by a bear. I mean, not that I'm looking that gift horse in the mouth, but, you know, I do find it rather odd. So what, we're going to expand into Wales, which is always fun. This is where it begins, Welsh people. This is where it begins. This is how it always begins. It's an unattached conquest here, then it's a rebellion there, and then next thing you know, you're just the principality under the Kingdom of England. Which you may not appreciate. But it is what it is. A peasant accused of murder is dragged before your court. His wife and children were found butchered in a small hut they called home. He was standing nearby, covered in their blood. Despite this damning evidence, the man continues to profess his innocence. What should be done with him? Well, I mean, the evidence is circumstantial is a rather long shot here. I just happen to be covered in blood right next to the bloody corpses of my family. I feel like we have to hang him. You have to hang him. Increase my grasp of stewardship. Again, always helpful. I do like having a grasp of stewardship. Council is discontent, so I'm going to assume that means I can dick him over in some fashion. I mean, I could improve the status of women. I don't think my guy's a big egalitarian. I mean, as a large land-owning duke in the 11th century, I don't feel like he's a big into emancipation of the genders, which is a shame. Struggle. Yes, you will be a mighty soldier, or at least I just don't give a shit about you enough to educate. Oh, my guy's an alright soldier. 11. I usually, you can get much better characters. Okay, for fuck's sake. I'm gonna have to fucking kill this guy now because he's just pissing me the fuck off. And it's just not acceptable for him to be sieging my land. My king's not doing anything. This is exactly the fucking problem. This is why I want to leave. This is like being Scotland in real life. Okay, right. We're gonna make sure this is fine. Oswolf and Edwolf. This is exactly the bloody problem. Like the bloody people who are meant to be taking care of my interests aren't taking care of my interests. So now I have to send my bloody army in to fucking kill this person. It's not right. I probably could have conquered Wales on my own. Anyway, I'm gonna do disband since I've destroyed his army. I'm gonna chill out. Oh, he's dead. Died of poor health. He was also dull. I like that the dull symbol was a cow. Epidemics. What are we dealing with? Oh boy. Oh dear. What is that even? Smallpox. That's not good. Historically speaking, that's a pretty disastrous disease to have prop up. Although, Europeans actually are relatively well immune to it. Well, they must have been, because otherwise wouldn't be any Europeans left. Um, if it's in Derby, then I'll shut the gates. But for now, um, Ihan of the Devonian Peasant Revolt. I've never heard of people from Devon called Devonian. It sounds like something from Star Wars, to be quite honest. But, if that's the correct demonym, I guess it's demonym? I don't know. Someone can feel free to shout at me and correct me because I'm sure you will. Oh, York. Or Jorvik, I guess. York's a lovely city. Just as an aside, really, I'm just kind of rambling about how nice the places I visit are and am from, although actually not nice in that case. And I would suppose that, yeah, well, if it enters Leicester, I've really had it. Cardinal Godfrey the Holy. I like how all of these guys are called Holy. Godfrey. It's a Godfrey. So we're just chilling out. Durham. Yeah, this is like I'm not going to shut the gates if unless it's like got a legitimate chance of spreading to Warwick because I just don't fear the odds. Just don't fear it. The world is currently ravaged by 4 epidemics. I mean, it's usually India. Usually India has something. Well, apparently not. I mean, usually whenever I look at India, it just has something. Ah, right. Bandits in Nottingham. I mean, Nottingham just problem city, really. I mean, just he's a eunuch and now he's just. Well, isn't that how it tends to go? Count Owain of Gwent. Gwent? I feel like it's pronounced Gwent. Let's just go with Gwent. Baron Aelfmere feels I risk too much with my escapades. Yeah, well, that's what we call sorry, not sorry. I'm just going to keep being a jackass. And you hope you don't get smallpox. He's got a headache. Maybe there are worse things to have. I mean, there's literally smallpox ravaging the land around you, and you're worried about a headache. I feel like he's not got no sense of perspective. Right. Council support. No, see, I'm not gonna. Oh, it's the bastard of Northumbria. What a fucking ball ache that was. Yeah, you can be a priest or something. Heritage. There's faith, because you are Anglo-Saxon and Catholic. So just do faith. Become a nun. I suppose it's a nun in the case of a woman, not a monk. Not, yeah. Do I have any claims on any land? I don't. I do. Just the eunuch symbol pisses me off because I know if I was treated by my normal guy, I probably. Well, I mean, I'm angry, but it did appear, and maybe I'm correlating things that shouldn't be correlated, but it did appear to cure me of pneumonia. So maybe I shouldn't be that angry, and it did essentially allow me to game the game a little bit, even though I explicitly said I wasn't going to do that. But oh well, it happens. I'm pretty sure the guy himself is not so uncertain. He's not like, oh well, I got cured of pneumonia, so I don't mind not having a dick. I feel like he's actually rather more upset about it than I am. Barracks, build a barracks. Weak claim Kingdom of Hungary for Adelheid. I mean, am I enough an idiot to go all the way over there? I mean, we're busy fighting another war. I mean, we're not. Oh, we're not. Ah. Oh, but we have death. We have smallpox. I see. So maybe going after Westmoreland is not the best idea. Just seems to have stopped. And surely smallpox was just a constant low level thing. But well, whatever. Ah, I see. It has a statistical. Yes, it has a statistical index telling you how likely. How likely it is to spread, which is quite helpful, actually. Mild winter. I mean, it's September, so I guess it would be mild for winter. Is imprisoned by Duke Edwin the Noble. What's his problem? He is a Lollard. I mean, Lollardry is actually quite an interesting Christian sect. It also has interesting game mechanics in the game, which are also, a reason to maybe go down that route. But I'm relatively interested in not having my land revoked by the king because I've become a Lollard. I'm more interested in that than I am in having women be commanders. I think it's Lollardry that allows you to have that. I should probably check if that's the case. No, has no special game mechanics. What am I thinking of Fraticelli? I'm thinking of something. There is something that lets you do that. Or maybe because it's become a general game mechanic that you can improve the status of women, that they didn't feel a desire to have it be a specific religious thing. Oh, it could be that. Oh yeah, it's flourishing there. It's really good because there's no fucking smallpox. Yeah, great. I'm just hanging out in Kent. It's fine. Okay, is the epidemic clearing? Cleared out my land. I mean, mostly. Right? Yeah, the world is just ravaged, not me. Right then, brother. Give me Westmoreland right now. Okay, so first things first. Raise up, raise up. Not rise up. I mean, it's an Atlanta Falcons thing, and I'm still not 100% over that disaster. Oh, I just outed myself there. Um, whoops. Never mind. It's not a big deal. Let's get that all together. We merge. Do we have all the right generals? Oswulf, Edwulf. Yep. Let's march. We march. Well, I get that he's my brother, but does it mean he gets to have my fucking Westmoreland? He can have Cumberland. I mean, surely I should have Cumberland and he shouldn't have any of it. Plus, it increases my secular power. Oh, Pope Sylvester, I think. Anyway, it's not important. Oh, wow, that battle turned. Wow, I lost. Okay. That's not the end of the world, to be honest. Is there a possibility I could hire mercenaries? Well, I don't know why that happened. This game has a nasty habit of rolling, in kind of a D&D sense, rolling poorly. Which I mean, I guess is fine. I mean, it's a game and it does that, and there's always got to be statistical randomness. Otherwise, you can just swarm your enemy and just engulf him. And if I lose this one, then you've kind of got to accept that you're fucked. Although, yeah, this time, right? So it just took 2 tries. I know I'm saying that flippantly, like I'm very, very upset that it took me 2 tries to beat an army. But I mean, statistically, just having the larger army should lend you a massive advantage, and it kind of does, kind of doesn't. And I don't know whether that's military organization or something like that. Probably is. I'm just probably being a bit of a bitch about it. But that's ruler imprisonment. Why do we keep seeming to be becoming more and more of a dictatorship? Is this like Russia? Is this what's happening now? We're just becoming Russia. Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna smash his last army because 11th, 16th. Oh, I've got cramps. Oh, I'm developing consumption. Oh my lord. No, that's it. I'm resigning from this dude's council because I can't have consumption and I just can't have consumption and have that idiot treat me because he's going to cut my fucking leg off or something, or just rip out my lungs or something insane. Like, I just can't deal with this shit. Oh, good, the cramps have been solved. Well, see, I don't know if cramps is a symptom of consumption. Like, I'm not 100% convinced that that is a real symptom of it. I mean, to be fair, according to WebMD, it was probably cancer, but powerful factions. Yeah, right, whatever. I'm not especially scared of that. I just sit. We've got to sit on this, and it's going to be a bit boring for a little bit. So we just got to sit on it and just kind of carry on. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up here on the 6th of April. Next time, we will finish our conquest of Westmoreland, which seems like a very minor thing to have fought so many battles about. But I will see you next time. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.